Hi there, it's Morgan Locke, and as part of the Faith in Kids summer series, I'm going to speak to you about praying together as a family or praying with a child one-on-one, and particularly if this is something that you find incredibly terrifying and intimidating because it's not something you're used to. Maybe you weren't raised in a Christian home yourself, and so the idea of putting prayer into practice as a family or with your children feels like something quite scary. And I want to give you something very, very tangible and practical so that you could get started today. And to set this up, I want to tell you about going into my son's bedroom one day and finding him on his hands and knees crawling along the floor. And he had this gigantic shell on his back, and he was eating lettuce. And I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Well, you told me to pray like Jesus taught us." Like Jesus taught us. So, yes, Jesus did teach us to pray. And so for those of us who are feeling out of our depth maybe, or just unsure about where to get started, where Jesus starts is a great place to go. It is a prayer that comes straight from the lips of Jesus, that he gave to his disciples. It served the church for 2,000 years, and it actually served as the basis for Cliff Richard's 1999 Christmas number 1. So it's got a strong pedigree, the Lord's Prayer. And these are the reasons why I think it's so helpful for us as a starting point for prayer. Firstly, if we're praying with very, very young children, there is something reassuring about the familiarity of a form of words which has been used before. If we're praying with slightly older children, then they will learn the words themselves, and they'll be proud of the fact that they can join in with the prayer. They'll enjoy that. For older children, it gives them an understanding of what's involved in prayer. What are the different elements of prayer? What does it look like to trust in the Lord each day and to ask him for the things that we need? And for teenagers, I think it can give them a basis for writing their own prayers, or just speaking their own prayers. So let me just commend that to you. It's a prayer that you could add to your regular prayers if that's something you're already doing. But if you haven't yet started to pray with your children, today is a brilliant day to do that. So why don't you start with the Lord's Prayer?